Mistress is the center of that Utah murder trial. Just ended a conviction for Dr. Martin MacNeill, found guilty of killing his wife in her bathtub. ABC Chief Legal Affairs anchor Dan Abrams spoke with Gypsy Willis, and he's here now. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, George. It was a circumstantial case based on love, betrayal, and lies. But a jury convicted after just one long evening of deliberation. And it may have come down to just one basic fact: that those jurors simply believed Martin MacNeill loved another woman so much that he needed his wife out of the picture completely.
This is the woman prosecutors say Martin MacNeill killed his wife to be with, Gypsy Willis.
I never believed that he was capable of such a thing.
You don't believe that he killed Michelle?
I really don't.
The allegation was he loved you so much that he wanted his wife out of the picture so he could be with you.
Martin had me anytime he wanted me. I have a really hard time accepting that as an idea.
But a jury did accept it, and this weekend convicted the Utah doctor of murdering his wife Michelle in the couple's bathtub.
When you heard that Michelle MacNeill had died, did any part of you think, now I can have him to myself?
That was not my thought at that time.
He asked you to come to the funeral, did he not?
I don't think he asked me to. I think I just wanted to go and show respect.
You wanted to go to the funeral of the woman whose husband you'd been having an affair with?
I was sorry that it was inappropriate and that I had been acting selfishly.
You said you had great respect for Michelle MacNeill.
Yes.
How can you say that you had respect for her when you were sleeping with him?
Martin's wife was his choice, and I cared for Martin, and so by association I had great respect for the other person that he would spend his life with.
Did you start thinking to yourself, okay, well, now it's time for Martin and I to move forward in our relationship?
I would say at the point when I came to stay with the MacNeills.
She says it was MacNeill's idea to move her into the family's home shortly after Michelle's funeral.
Did you ever think to yourself, this would be a terrible idea for me to come in and be the family nanny?
Yes, I did.
And did you say to him, Martin, no way, are you kidding me?
I did. I thought that it would be better if everyone had had time to regroup. He was rather insistent that he needed help.
Do you still love him?
I care for him on a very, very deep soul level. I'm concerned about him. I hope he's well. He's a kindred spirit, and I loved him very, very much when we were together.
If you had never met Martin MacNeill, do you think Michelle MacNeill would be alive today?
I believe Michelle died of natural causes, and so I think that has no bearing on Michelle's life.
So if you'd never met him, she'd still have died exactly the same way?
I believe so.
Now, Gypsy Willis was investigated in connection with the death of Michelle MacNeill, but never charged. Her lawyer, John Easton, told me yesterday evening that if prosecutors had any evidence against Gypsy, quote, there would have been 2 people on trial, not 1. George?
The phrase kindred spirit. So is she in any contact at all with MacNeill?
She says she's not, but it is clear that she still has very strong feelings for him. When you talk to her about all of the evidence, and I laid it out for her, saying, you know, what about this and this and this and this? Her response is still, well, I don't buy it. And she goes through each piece of evidence and says why each one is not particularly significant. She says the Martin MacNeill, she knows, no way, no how could have done it. Obviously, a jury and a good amount of the American public disagree.
Okay, Dan Abrams, thanks very much.